Hi everyone, Grim here. Today we'll be looking at survival kits that can be useful when you're kind of broke early wipe. I mean, you can survive even without any gear with skills or luck, but sometimes having a decent kit might help you survive against a shoddy scav shooting 7mm buckshot in a chest or head or hearing someone from a fair distance away. Just to be sure, these items that I'll be suggesting will be available for you to buy outright without doing any quest or bartering items in a brand new account. Firstly, we'll be talking about the skeleton kit, which is basically all the tactical clothing, which will be the base for all of our kits. The only thing that would be changing is the guns. Anyways, let's start discussing our skeleton kit first. Headsets. In Tarkov, wearing anything over ear is better than wearing nothing. Since last wipe, headsets have now become more important than ever, as BSG has reworked by not only having different EQ for each headset, but they now have different ranges of hearing based on the headset. At the start, we have two choices available, GSSH and M32. If you're strictly going off of cheap kits, GSSH provides a decent hearing. M32 are also a better alternative option available for a good hearing than GSSH, with being roughly 10k more roubles expensive, but most importantly, M32 doesn't fit with our budget helmet of choice, SSH-68 aka pot helmet, which brings us to the next topic of helmets. Some people say that everyone head eyes, so no point of wearing helmets, but I digress. There's a small sliver of chance that someone might hit a bullet or two on your head, which can be 100% chance of killing. To avoid it, this is where budget helmets come into play. Pot helmet and 6B47, also known as ratneck helmet. Ratneck helmet is one of the best starting helmets to have with high ratio to chance, but it comes at a price of 39k. If we are strictly running over budget, I wish we had a little cheaper option available. Oh wait, there is the almighty pot helmet, which brings down the cost by roughly 10k with same ratio to chance of high and same class, but just doesn't protect your ears. Alright, on to the next topic. I'll give a hint on this one. There's one part of your body that always sticks out in Tarkov, and people love to bite on that like a nice juicy mutton chop. I hope you guessed it right. It's your face. I always recommend to wear something on your face so your face more blends into environment rather than sticking out. Balaclava is the best and cheapest option available at the start, which covers your full face, and it only comes around 3000 roubles. It's also very common to find it on the scavs too. Tactical rigs. We have plenty of options available nowadays in tactical rig at start. Vortec, Bank Robber, Type 56, Zulu, and CSA. I know most people will select Vortec as it has 2x2 slot in it, but there is a little disadvantage. Its overall size is 3x3. In my opinion, a smart option at the start would be CSA, as its overall footprint is only 2x3 and it gets nicely tucked into your backpack, with providing the same amount of slot as Vortec. It comes roughly around 11k, which is 1k more expensive than Vortec, but its footprint is worth the cost. I bet nobody will take it. Armor. Armor is a very important part of Tarkov now than ever in point 14. You not only need to protect your chest and back, but left and right side of you. There is 3 options available at the start which you can outright buy. Kurakulan, 6p2 and Paka. Kurakulan coming in at 47,000 rubles with a weight of 12 kg and one of the highest movement penalties of a start armor. This armor is definitely something to ponder at, as you have 2 choices available. Would you like to have a class 3 protection, or would you like to be an agile and carry more stuff at the start of the fight? It's your choice. By the way, did I mention this armor doesn't help you with the sides? There you go. 6p2 is the cheapest armor in the game, but it only protects you from front and back. What if there was a better alternative, a cheaper armor similar to 6b2 that protects sides and not as heavy as Kurakulan? It's Paka time. This almighty beginner armor is roughly 10k rubles expensive than 6b2, but it helps you survive through starter ammunition. Backpacks. As a level 1 traders, you can only outright buy so much nowadays. You can kill a scav or two and can get a decent backpack. If you really are in a hardcore budget and are really in need of a car battery and not want to kill anyone, you have the cheapest backpack of choice. Tactical sling backpack only coming in at 6,000 rubles. Now, on to the important topics. Guns. If you're an assault rifle guy, we have the AKS-74U, which comes in around 25,000 rubles. To further get a better usage from this gun, it's better to use sights Patch point 14 brings a complete new dimension to AKS-74U by opening option to buy a railing dust cover Pilgrim, which is an extremely useful for attaching sights such as MRS sight, which is a decent starter sight. You can also buy AKS-74UN, as it's also an alternative choice which is roughly 10,000 rubles expensive, providing a railing. But as I said, we are restricting our budget here. If it's an early vibe, good luck finding that EKP sight or that side railing, as it's almost always out of stock. With this gun equipped AKS-74U with Pilgrim and PKP sight with our skeleton kit that we previously made, our overall budget for this kit comes down to 150k. With .14 patch, we had various changes that significantly decreased our buying power for a good ammo at the very start, such as T ammo. So now we are stuck with only 4 ammos for 545: US, SP, PRS and HP. Out of all this ammo, I would avoid using US because it doesn't really provide that great of a penetration anyway, and it's a subsonic round. That means it will fire really low velocity. If SP is available, that is great, but if it's not, then I would really recommend PRS. Please do me a favor and avoid HP unless you are shooting legs. If you're an SMG lover like me, do not hesitate to buy PP19, which comes dirt cheap, around 21,000 rubles. It has an extremely good handling, which can be useful to aim at head while full autoing. To further assist you with those headshots, I would suggest attaching a sight EKP-8 Cobra mount, which is around 10k rubles, but it is very difficult to get. Even iron sights would work for this gun if you're close quarters. With this gun and all its attachments and ammo and magazines and our skeleton kit, our budget comes to 130,000 rubles, which is an extremely good kit to have. Because PP19 uses a 9x19 round, we just really have limited options. There's T ammo and PSO ammo. I would just stick with T ammo, as it's not a subsonic round as PSO, and if there's a need for medium range fire, T would be a really viable option, and as it would have that high velocity. I would just skip on buying PSO ammo, as it's not that great with penetration and it's a subsonic round with low velocity. If possible and you have some M882 bullets, I would really top them up at the top of the magazine and underneath E ammo, just so you can have that with a little bit of penetration power. SKS, a weapon of choice in the early vibe, a cheap but a reliable gun for just only 21,000 rubles. Not only it supports an internal magazine if you are on an ultra low budget, but also a 20 rounder detachable magazine if you can afford it, with just only being 6,000 rubles. With this gun, our overall budget would be around 130,000 rubles, which is quite decent. For 762 guns, it's really difficult now to get a decent ammo at the start, such as FMJ being now unlocked to Rapport level 2, hence we just only are left with 2 bullets, HP and SP. I would just basically ignore HP bullet. For SP, I would kind of use it, but not really. You might be able to two-shot people, but most likely people are gonna be running class 3 armor, so gotta go for those head taps, man. There's no other choice. If you wanna run 762 guns, I would really recommend first doing some few raids in woods, getting that FMJ or PS ammo, which are spawning left and right there all the time. So if you have those good bullets, then definitely run that SKS or any 762 gun at the start. A quick honorable mentions if you'll be unlocking Jaeger real soon, or bartering items. ADAR, a really nice gun, but the only downside I see its sight, which is quite annoying at the start, and it's bad ammo that can be from level 1 trader. Even though we do not have any great 5.56 ammo at the start, you could definitely find lots of 8.55 ammo stacks. I have pretty much found 100 bullets in a stack, or you can have lots of them lying in your stash too. So just saying. UMP. This is the best of its class early vibe SMG with excellent penetration, but it's locked behind a barter, which is very much easy to get by just only collecting a few knives. MP153, really just a face tap kit. One shot around the head and there is a very high chance to even drop a Chad. Locked behind a Jaeger quest, hence we didn't discuss it. Viper with caliber of 762. This is a really nice semi-automatic gun to have, but I would not recommend it. It just goes over budget and we can already buy a magazine for SKS now. VPO, a god gun if you unlock Jaeger. A very much a viable option in the early wipe is VPO. I know that people sometimes do not enjoy VPO that much as other guns, but hear me out. No wonder scavs hit you hard. This gun hits like a tank. Pistols. Pistols have quite a viable option this wipe as they have been much better at handling now, so I would really recommend it if you're extremely low on budget. Anyways, this was the end for the guide. I hope you survive with this kits, and if you have any questions, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe and share. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section below, or any discussions, any feedback, anything is really appreciated. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.